We're Leanne and Don Black, and we're the honorary co-chairs for the Almost Home campaign for the Regina Humane Society.
Growing up, for me, we had a humble beginnings. My dad had 2 jobs, my mother had 1. They worked hard to put food on the table and clothes on our back. I just thought, if I ever get to be in a position where I could give back, then I want to be able to help people.
I think as far as giving back and philanthropy, I think it's hardwired in you too. One of my friends taught at McGill University. She would every year take her grad students to some different country and provide free dentistry for people in need. And I promised her when I retired that I would go on the mission with her. That was amazing to go give my time and my expertise to something like that. That felt as good as writing a check.
Yeah.
All
of us who have done well in our lives owe it to our fellow citizens and our communities that helped us do well and earn the living that we did, to invest back in our community. How do you think this community got built? It was done by the hard work of volunteers, little contributions here and there that all add up, whether it's a few dollars or a few hours of time. It's just important to give back to your community.
Don had informed me that he was no longer going to be involved in large projects. I'm retiring from this. It's time for the younger ones to take over. I'm going to coast from here on in. And then Karen called us.
My name is Karen Mercier, and I am the Director of Philanthropy for the Regina Humane Society. The Almost Home campaign is a capital campaign that aimed to raise $15 million privately to go towards the construction of the new Animal Community Center for the City of Regina. When selecting campaign leadership, I knew that I wanted Don and Leanne to be around and be involved. It never hurts to ask. So I reached out to Leanne and told her about the project and what we wanted to do, and they came back and said yes.
It was a labor of love for Leanne and I, because we both love animals and we both knew the need.
We adopted Blakey, and his foster mom had fostered over 100 kitties at that time. And it's amazing, these amazing volunteers that give of their time.
What I have learned from Don and Leanne is that it's something that they do with a joyous spirit, wanting to help, with really not wanting anything in return.
You prefer to do everything anonymously. So when you agreed to this award, which we're humbled by, we were all surprised that you agreed to it. And I think it's lovely.
Seldom have I been given the chance to brag about my buddy Don and his lovely wife Leanne in regards to their philanthropy. Don has always instilled in me and everyone else that you need to give back to your community. I know in business, he created a culture that was very focused on that. He's the last person in the world that probably wants to receive this award. There's not a better man, a better couple to receive this, not only for the Humane Society initiative, but I think for everything else that he's contributed throughout his business career.
I found a lot of satisfaction and joy in some of the things that could happen and some of the projects that I got involved in this community. And I look around today and see some of the things that we helped build that will last generations.
For those of us who work in philanthropy, there's a lot of talk about the next generation and a handover, so to speak. And I think that taking the time to learn about Don and Leanne and other philanthropists, and to ask yourself, how can I do that as well, is so important for the future of our community. We need people to step up to be the next leaders, and they've set such a wonderful example, and it doesn't take much, it just takes saying yes.